Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and happy Memorial Day. I'm actually filming this on Memorial Day, so I'm representing here. I've got my flag sweater on, and today's video is a tag video. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't remember if I was tagged or not. It's been going around for probably the last couple of months, and that video is the so nice, I bought it twice. Or in some cases, bought it 3 times or 4 times or maybe even 5 times. I'm definitely one of those people who, when I like something, I buy it in multiple colors. You could certainly go into my closet and see lots of examples of that, i.e. Quince cashmere sweaters, t-shirts, you name it, I will generally buy it. Pants, certain pairs of pants, like my Aritzia Effortless pants, I think I own in these colors. But anyway, this was a tag video. I love the concept of it. I feel like I've done something similar in the past, but honestly, I don't remember, and my collection has changed a lot since then. Now, one small caveat before we get into this, actually I should say 2. One is I apologize for the street noise outside, but it is actually sort of spring here and that it's like 70 degrees. And so I would like to get some fresh air into this place because we've had the windows closed for the past week and a half because it's either been pouring down rain or it's been 50 degrees and just windy and horrible. So this is the first day where it's been nice to open the window, so I apologize. I'm hearing a motorcycle or something outside there. But the real caveat here is that we are actually moving. So our co-op is actually going on the market later this week. So as a result of that, I really should have filmed this video 3 weeks ago when all of my things were still here, but unfortunately about 90% of my luxury bag collection is now back in storage again. Lucky me. So I do have a few things here that I will show you, some where I've got a representation of one of the items or maybe 2 of the items, but I have more, so I will try to pop up pictures here as I go back and find them. I'm not honestly going to scroll endlessly to try to find pictures of some of these things, but if I can find them fairly easily, I will show you pictures of those items. So with that, let's get into the video. So let's start out with some easy things, and we're going to start out with jewelry. And the first are my Fendi, I don't know what they're called, just hoop earrings. They're the mini size ones, and I have them in the silver tone as well as the rose gold tone. I know they're kind of hard to tell that they're rose gold here, but if I held them up, for example, and compared them to my mini Louise hoops from Louis Vuitton that are in the yellow gold tone, you would definitely see a difference. But so I have 2 pair of these. Honestly, if I didn't have the Louise hoops from Louis Vuitton, this would be the triplicate and I would have the yellow gold version of these 2. But since they're essentially the same size as the mini Louise hoops from Louis Vuitton and serve the same purpose, I really didn't feel the need to add the Fendi version of it since I already have that gold hoop. So love these, super comfortable. I know Gwenny has those as well. I'm not sure if anybody else in the handbag tribe has them, but if you are looking for a comfortable, lightweight pair of hoop earrings in a luxury costume jewelry aspect, highly recommend those. Next, let's move into some shoes, and we're going to move into Hermes, and I have this black pair of Oran sandals, and I also have this limited edition pair, which is probably one of my favorites. It's kind of a linen through the middle here, and then obviously the leather trim, but I just love these. I realized that I got Vibram on the bottom of these, and I just realized that I did not get Vibram on the bottom of these. So I probably need to take these in, but these are just, I wear so much like this color, natural linen, in linen, and also just in other fabrics, cotton or whatever. These shoes were such a great purchase for me. So yes, I have the 2 pair of Oran sandals. I feel like maybe I had one other ones that maybe I've sold, I can't remember, but there's the first pair of shoes. And the second pair of shoes are my Roger Vivier loafers. So I first got them in the plain buckle, and then I picked them up in the bling buckle. So exact same style of shoe. I think they're just called the Roger Vivier, like the, I don't know, it's got a name, the Ranger, something like that, but I get so much wear out of these. I actually wore these yesterday and all over New York. I walked quite a bit and they are so comfortable. I took this pair with me to Asia as well, so you got lots of steps in with these. I'm sure at least one of these will be coming to Paris with me when I go to meet the handbag tribe in August. And yeah, speak more highly. The Saks Fifth Avenue sales associate who recommended these and said that she loves them was not lying. These are so incredibly comfortable. All right, so the one thing that I didn't think to put in storage, because I don't know why, because I just didn't, were my SLGs. And I guess I don't know, I just didn't really think about it. So this item is really interesting because I was kind of late to this game. And what I'm talking about is the Louis Vuitton clay or key pouch. So this is the OG size. So it's got the zip on the top and it's got the key ring attached here. And then you've just got I guess it's just canvas, I think, or is it leather? I don't know. On the interior, no pockets or anything. Now I did just recently, you saw me unbox the small version. So one of the newer key clays or key pouches to my collection. And I'm absolutely loving that. But I didn't get this until it was around, I think it was March, because I remember I was with a new Instagram friend that I had met when I moved here, and we went shopping, and so I think it was March of 23, so essentially 2 years ago. I never owned one of these. I've owned a mini pochette accessoire for quite a long time, but I hadn't ever added one of the key pouches because I had this extreme key holder and I used that and I didn't really see a need. But anyway, so then after that, once again, because I said I don't buy these things and never would, I ate my words and I got an animation one. So I think this is Christmas animation from 2023. I believe that's correct because I did not buy any of the animations from 24. So this is the winter scene. I don't know. They did a winter and summer. So they had the beach one and then this winter one. I personally thought it's a Christmas animation, so it should be winter. So I got the winter one. So this is the second one I got. And of course, the one that I am currently using is my most recent one. And that is in the Louis Vuitton Murakami collaboration in the black multicolor, and I just love this. This one does have silver hardware on it. Generally what I keep in this, as you can see, is coins. That's generally what I use these for. And then you can see here, it's got the silver key thing. Again, I don't put keys on it because I don't carry any keys with me because we have fingerprint lock on our front door, and obviously I don't need a key to get into the building. I just walk in. So, and the only other key I really use is the mailbox key, and that I just keep on a little key ring, and we keep it in the kitchen so that anybody can access it if they need to go get the mail. So anyway, I've got 3 key pouches, and like I said, more of a newer item to my collection. Now these 2 items you guys probably don't even know I have in my collection because I don't use them anymore, and that's because they're long wallets. And the first one is the Sarah wallet. This is actually the really OG version of this wallet because you'll see on the next one that they changed the front a little bit on it, but it is the Sarah wallet. You can see I even have all the original stuffing. Let me tell you, this was $550 when I first bought it. It's in pretty good condition. You can see there's some fraying here. Definitely needs some reglazing. I did ask how much it would be to redo this, and I think they were gonna charge me $300 or something. I was like, yeah, it's not worth it to me. But I've had this, oh my gosh, maybe since it's probably 13 years old, something like that. So probably 7 to 8 years ago, I then got this newer version in the black empreinte leather, also in the Sarah wallet. Now they did make some changes. I'll briefly show you that. This, as you can see, does not have any back pocket on it. This does have this slip pocket back here. And I feel like there might have been one other change. So the other change is that on this one, there are no card slots in the front, but in the newer version, it does. God, this is such a great wallet. Morgan actually was borrowing this for a while. So it's got tons. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got 6 back here, 6 in the front. So that's 12 plus 4. It's got 16 card slots. So if you have a lot of cards, and that I guess is just sort of the point, because I don't really carry that many cards anymore, but such a great wallet, and it just, the empreinte leather is just gorgeous. So that is another item so nice I bought it twice. And what I have more than anything in my SLG collection are Chanel flap or snap card holders. And what I am talking about is this version here. So actually this is an older version. I will try to do these in the order in which I purchased them, chronological. This is definitely the oldest. As you can see, this is the older version. It does not have the Mona Lisa pocket on the back, but you just open it up here. Otherwise it is the same. It's got a slit there, and then accordion opens like that. I just absolutely love these. So this is black caviar, and that is the oldest. And then I got this gorgeous Tiffany blue one. Now I used this for a really long time. It definitely, I can tell it's seen some wear. I've got a little bit of a loose stitch on the side there. It could definitely use a little cleaning. I can see, you know, it's got some dirt smudges on it. Same on the interior, but as you can see here now, they've added this back pocket. So this is in lambskin. And then I believe I got this one. This was 22A, I think. I got this in New York actually when we were spending a month kind of with this city, and I got this, I believe, from the flagship store on 57th. So that is a gorgeous green lambskin. And then next I got this red one, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful, like true red, no orange lambskin. This actually has silver. So that is the light gold, and that is the silver, if you want to see the difference there. I haven't used the red a ton. It's definitely been probably one of my less used. So this is actually, the tags are in here. This is 23B. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even sure I have I used this? That's bad if I haven't used this. Did have another one in between here that I'm not gonna see because I sold it a couple vlog sales ago, and that was in the light pink caviar. It was brand new, never used it, but I sold it to one of you. Hopefully you are enjoying it. And then my favorite one probably, and I've definitely carried this one, is this absolutely gorgeous bright pink in the caviar. This was 24C, so 24 cruise. So this would have come out in like November. Is that when C comes out? November, I think. So this would have come out in like 23. Is that right? If it was 24C, but yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. So I have in my collection currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used to have 6, but like I said, sold the light pink one. Let's move into bags. I'm gonna start with ones where I actually have all of the representation here. And the first is from Prada. And as you guys know, I have 2 of the Prada 2005 re-editions. I'm getting so much better at that. I bought this one first. I guess actually technically I bought the black with the silver first. Gave that to Morgan because they came out with this one and I wanted this one instead. This is my rainy day bag. I absolutely love this bag. It is so functional, and when it rains, this is absolutely what I use. It is the perfect rainy day bag. It's also a great vacation bag because you can carry it just like this, not use the guitar strap, but just use this. And because it's gold, I think I feel like it's, you know, a little dressier. You can wear it just as a little shoulder bag. And then when I was in Spain last year with my mom, I ended up getting this raffia version, which I absolutely love. So this is one of my summer bags when I did not get the Louis Vuitton wicker Capucines in the BB because I knew it would be too big and I knew I wouldn't carry it. And so I actually was smart and I let it stay in Spain and I bought this instead, and I couldn't be happier. So this does have the guitar strap you can see in there, which I do wear, but it's just beautiful. And again, another great vacation bag. In fact, probably will actually bring this to Paris with me because it's just a great crossbody bag, great for sightseeing and everything like that. But again, at night, if I'm wearing a little white summer dress or something and just carrying it like that, it's a great evening bag. So those are my Prada 2005 reeditions. Next up are my Capucines, and I have two of those. This was the first one in the absolutely gorgeous navy, or what Louis Vuitton calls indigo. This is in the ostrich. Absolutely love this. I got this in Paris in 2023. It was such an amazing value considering it is an exotic bag. And then of course we all know the saga of the mini Capucines in the wicker. Oh, you guys, it is just an absolutely gorgeous bag. I am still thrilled that I have it. Fingers crossed that everything goes fine with the strap. One of you actually just DM'd me on Instagram and said you had bought one, I want to say it was somewhere in Italy, maybe Venice, and it happened and you took it in and they actually fixed it right in the store. They replaced the hardware on her strap. They gave her new clasps. So I know it can be done, you guys. I wish they didn't have to send mine out. I'm kind of now wishing that maybe I had just said to my sales associate or my client advisor, can I just go ahead and take it into the 57th Street flagship store, because I believe have a repair center on site. And so maybe they could have fixed it right away. I don't know. But anyway, my point is we have an example of a real life person who took theirs in. They actually took care of it on site and did what they were supposed to do. So I'm very hopeful now, but this is just a gorgeous bag. You guys, I love the mini Capucine bags. I probably will put another one on my wish list, either that or a special petite malle on my wish list for Paris, just because it's so much more economical to buy them there. So anyway, absolutely love them. Could not recommend them more highly, even though they're futzy to get into and a pain in the butt, but they are beautiful. This one is so functional. I've worn it so much, crossbody. I wear it as a daytime bag. It is not dressy to me. However, if I just carry it like this, it's absolutely dressy to me as an evening bag. And we'll see if this one comes with me to Paris. Probably not, just because it is open. Even though it is a pain to get in and out of these, I just wouldn't want to probably risk it. Not to mention it's heavy, and to take it to Paris probably isn't the best idea, but just love it. Next up are my Speedy 25s, and here they are. Oh, so beautiful. I'm trying to get my hands on the Speedy 25 in the Cherry Blossom. I'm kind of having a little bit of FOMO right now, to be very honest with you. So I'm kind of kicking myself. So I've been talking to my sales associate about if they get restocked, and I've also been stocking Stock X as well. But anyway, this obviously is my Murakami in the white multicolor. I absolutely love this. I need to take the plastic off the hardware. Don't kill me, Meredith. And I've got my little charms on here. I know, who am I? The bag charm thing. I didn't think I would like this either, and I actually really love it. This is an IG seller, and this came from Etsy. Look, this little Vivian girl, you guys have gone nuts over, and her Etsy store is always linked in my description box. But that's the one with the little pink. That was my first one, and then I got another new one, and this is obviously my P9 in the amethyst color that I got while I was in Singapore, actually at the Singapore airport, on the way home on Christmas Day. So even though I don't celebrate Christmas, it was my Christmas miracle. So these are my Speedy 25s. Now we are moving into the category of where I only have some of the items that I have multiples of with me. Most of them are in storage. So we're going to talk about Fendi mini baguettes first. And I have 4 Fendi mini baguettes. Is that correct? I do believe so. And the ones that I kept with me are my metallics. So this is the crinkled silver metallic. This was from winter of 2023. And then this was from, or I should say like holiday. And then this is from holiday of winter 2024. This was also a Singapore purchase. And this is the champagne sequin. I absolutely love this bag. And Meredith, aren't you proud of me? Both stickers have been taken off. And then I have the regular print, the OG canvas mini, and then I also have the fuchsia, or that bright pink. That one I also got in Paris in September of 23, so it was a fantastic buy. I saved 35% or something on that bag. While we're talking about Fendi and baguettes, let's move on to my regular size baguette. I have 2 regular size baguettes. Both of them are in storage. The one is the Purple Rain, which is obviously iconic from the Sex and the City. The other full-size baguette I have is a winter bag, so it certainly made sense that it went into storage, and that is my gorgeous white mohair baguette, which I just adore. I did not give her enough love this past winter, but she's not going anywhere. She is just fantastic. So since we're talking about Fendi, let's talk about my Fendi Peekaboos. Now I did have 3 mini iconic Fendi Peekaboos. I just recently sold my oldest one, which was my cream one. I was absolutely influenced by Luxpert's Love, Melinda, to buy that. It's a gorgeous bag. I just wasn't carrying it anymore. It didn't get a whole lot of, I wore it a decent amount when I first got it, but then once I really started expanding my collection, it didn't get a whole lot of love. It was just sitting there, very sad. So that went to one of you. I hope that you are enjoying it. What remains in my collection, but that is in storage, is my absolutely fantastic denim mini peekaboo, which just every time I wear, I get compliments on. It is such a great bag. I am so happy that I made the decision to not get the 25th anniversary denim baguette, which I had originally prepaid for. And then when I saw actual pictures, not just stock photos of, I had Brandon return that and then shift my money over to the mini peekaboo, and I could not be happier. It is such a beautiful, just super usable, functional, great with my wardrobe bag. And then of course I have my made to order, which is in the very bright Barbie pink in the Galusha, so with silver hardware, so pretty. So those are my now 2 mini peekaboos. Next, let's talk about what I actually do not have at all any representation of here. The first are my Loewe puzzle bags. Now I'm actually kind of shocked that I actually put my sand color in storage, because that is a heavy hitter for me, and I have a feeling that our stuff will remain in storage until after we move, which probably won't be until sometime in August, which means I may not be able to take that bag to Paris, which would be huge, you guys, because that has been the ultimate travel bag for me. So that was an interesting choice. I didn't really think that through, but I have 2 Loewe small size puzzle bags. One is the OG, one is the Edge. I just obviously mentioned the OG. That's in the sand color. It's in the pebbled leather. Absolutely love that bag. You guys know how much I use that bag and have gotten a ton of wear, especially on travel. It went with me to London and Paris in 23. It went with me to Spain in 24, and it went with me to Asia also in 24. And I had planned on taking it to Paris, but probably not now. And then of course, while I was in Spain with my mom last year, I ended up getting the absolutely gorgeous burgundy. Now that is in the satin calf skin, I think is what they call it, and that is in the Edge style, which is not my favorite, but we will let it pass because the color is stunning. And then both of my Birkins are in storage. So my original, which was the one that David just went above and beyond to get me a leather appointment at the FSH store in September of 21, and I was able to get my Birkin 30 in the black togo leather with gold hardware, which was my #1 choice. And then I guess it's now been almost, has it been 2 years now? Maybe? Something like that, year and a half, something like that, where I did go pre-loved, although it was basically brand new, was my Etoupe in the 25 size, also in togo leather with the palladium hardware, which was really what I wanted. It was the exact specs that I was looking for, and it essentially cost me the same price as had I played the game at the store and didn't have to wait. I just got it. So both of my Birkins are in storage. I did not feel like it was worth, and since I really don't carry them, unfortunately, it made sense that they would go to storage. Also in storage and duplicates are my Saint Laurent mini toy Lulu bags. I have one in the black with the silver, like the distressed silver hardware, and then I have the, I don't know, some kind of beige, I don't remember what they call it, in the aged, I think it's the aged gold hardware. Those again are great travel bags. Probably again should have sort of thought ahead of time and maybe not put those in storage, but unfortunately both of the toy Lulu bags are also in storage. So I think I got all the ones where I don't have anything here. I'm sure you guys will let me know. But let's move on now to ones where I just have one representation. Now, the first one, I only have one other one, and that is my denim 22 bag. This is in the, obviously, denim with the silver hardware. I absolutely love this. This to me is really a spring summer bag. That's really when it gets the most wear, so that's why I kept this one out. Plus it's easy to hide. You can shove it in a drawer because it just packs flat. I love the 22 bags. What I did put in storage though is my black OG. It is actually from the original drop that they did. I don't even remember when that is. Obviously 22 sometime, maybe 22S, 22P, 22 something, I don't remember, but it's the original with the gold hardware. I have had absolutely no problems with mine. I kind of feel like we haven't heard of those issues anymore, so I have a feeling that Chanel has resolved those issues, thankfully. But this one is just fantastic, so kept this one out, but the black one is in storage. And last but not least are my Chanel minis. Now, I do have quite a few Chanel minis, and I only kept one out, and this time I was smart because I know this one will come to Paris with me, and that is my Chanel sequin mini, the one that I twin with Deb and Amelia. Meredith, I guess I don't twin, we quadruple. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to go into this one because you guys have heard us wax poetic on this bag probably to ad nauseum, but this is the one that I kept out. In addition to this, I do have the black iridescent lambskin in the so black. Absolutely stunning bag. I did think about keeping that bag out again, maybe to take to Paris with me, but I decided that this would be the mini that I would keep out. I also have the mini in the black and white houndstooth with the Chanel ribbon threading through it. And then very recently, in the last week, I did just sell my mini multicolor tweed bag. You guys, I absolutely love that bag. It was stunning and every color in the rainbow, and it was absolutely gorgeous, but I think it honestly got sort of moved to the side with when I got this bag. Really, I think I only used that bag once. I know for sure I used it once because I used it when Emily was here visiting because she wanted to see it because she knew about the bag, and I hadn't revealed it to you guys yet, but I wore it the day that I was with her, and I don't know honestly that I used it again. So one of you beautiful subscribers, actually, when I was talking about that bag, I don't remember which video it was, and you left me a comment saying if I was ever looking to get rid of that bag that you would love to have it. And thankfully this time I made a note in my notes with your username so that I would have it, because I've had other people do that and I forget to write it down or whatever, and trying to find somebody's username again is like finding a needle in a haystack. So anyway, I reached out on Instagram and said, hey, I'm thinking about maybe letting this go. If you're interested, let me know. And she was so thrilled. She got it earlier this week. She's already worn it. And I'm so glad you love it. I'm sure you'll see this video. So I'm so glad that it went to a good home. So I did actually just sell that bag. So I did have 4 Chanel minis in my collection, and now I am down to 3. And this is the only one that I kept out from storage. So I think that's it. Let me know in the comments below. Did I miss anything? Now that things are in storage again, I'm sure I may have forgotten something. I really should have filmed this video 3 weeks ago. I've had this on my list to film, and I just have had other things that either I needed to film, or I've had a lot going on and I've missed a couple of uploads, or I was sick, and anyway, so I think I got everything, but let me know in the comments if I missed something. But thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If this is a video that you would like to do, if you are a content creator, I'm not going to tag anybody because I think everybody in the world has already been tagged, at least that I know of. If you want to do this, I would love to see your video, so please tag me in it if you do. This video, by the way, was started by Jerusha. I neglected to say that in the beginning of the video. I will certainly have Jerusha's video linked below in the comment section, or in the description box. But so thank you to Jerusha for creating the tag. And let me know in the comments below, what do you love so much, or what was so nice that you bought it twice in your collection? Are you like me, and if you like something, you tend to buy it in multiple colors? Because that sure is me. It sort of surprised me when I started looking around and thinking about it, how many things I do own multiples of. It's very interesting. Now, there's no way in the world that Meredith could do this video, because her video would go on for 12 hours because she is a collector. So she has many things that she has liked so much she's bought it twice, or 3, or 4, or 10, or 20. I'm just kind of kidding, but 10 probably isn't an unreasonable number, especially when it comes to Neverfulls and things that she is a true collector of. So anyway, that could be a very long video, so we'll excuse her from this tag. But again, let me know in the comments what you've bought more than one of. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to see you back here. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to a YouTube channel, so click the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will know every time I upload a video. If you want to keep on watching, there'll be another video on the screen for you to click on. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, and by the way, some of you have been asking to see my nails. Yes, this was my hope to bring spring and into Memorial Day. I mean, I've had them on for a little while, but they're strawberries. Aren't they so cute? And no strawberries or watermelon being eaten for me this Memorial Day. This is the warmest day it's been, as I said, about 70, 71 degrees, something like that. And yesterday it was like 63, and this is not exactly, all the pools and things open up on Memorial Day, so not a lot of swimming going on, I'm sure, this weekend, but hopefully it will start to warm up. But anyway, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.